see a lot of groups falling apart on Attumen the Huntsman, so odds are if you're watching this, you're mid-key about to have a mental breakdown, but it's okay because help is here. Here's a guide for Attumen as fast as possible on Mythic Plus. So Attumen has a few abilities you need to worry about, but before the fight begins, you need to know that there's two phases that alternate. The boss Attumen is either on the horse or off the horse Midnight. When the boss is on the horse, you target Midnight and get its health to half to dismount him. Then when the boss jumps off, Midnight is unattackable and will heal up to full. When Midnight is back at full HP, Attumen will jump back on and you repeat these phases until they're both dead. Because once Attumen dies, the horse will enrage, but will be killable. Okay, now on to the abilities. Firstly for healers, when everyone gets a debuff, do not just start dispelling. This mechanic is like a puzzle, so if you dispel the wrong debuff, the group will explode and die a horrible death and probably break apart. Look for the person with a glitchy ghost model above them. It'll either look like some floating blue orbs or just a guy standing up. It fades in and out of visibility a lot, so just look carefully and after a few seconds you'll get it. Once you see who the ghost is on, dispel that person and the rest of the debuffs will be removed. Remember to inform your group that no one should dispel themselves. Things like dwarf racials, Kyrian files, warlock imps, and especially mass dispel will hit the wrong person and fail the mechanic. Now when he's on the horse, two more things to worry about. Firstly, casters. He will cast a stop. At the end of that cast, he will interrupt whatever it is you're casting and silence you for a couple seconds, just like quaking. So stop casting or you'll hate your life. Next, he'll summon ghosty horses. They will run around in a line formation with a gap. So just run through the gap, damaging Midnight. This phase shouldn't be much of a problem besides the dispel as it's very short. Now when you get Midnight to half HP, Attumen will jump off the horse. Midnight will run around and if you get touched by it, you basically die or come close to dying. However, keep in mind that while the horse itself is pretty tiny, the area it hits is a large cone in front of it. You can tell the damaging area by an orange glow on the ground like this. So just stay out of that and stay away from the horse. Next, the boss himself will hold his sword back and start casting Shared Suffering. The entire group needs to be close around the boss as this mechanic's damage is split between everyone around the boss when the cast goes off. I've seen some tanks say they're okay with soloing this, but your mileage may vary. Be careful not to get hit by the horse when trying to soak Shared Suffering, as that will be almost guaranteed to kill you. Tanks, Mortal Strike is the big scary hit you need to worry about, and then you need to position the boss so that the group is not going to get shotgunned by Midnight when they try to soak when it runs across the room. But that's basically it. Do the dispel correctly, dodge horses, kill Midnight, then share soak, dodge Midnight, and you win. It's also worth noting that if you skip any trash in this room, when you pull the boss, all the trash will come running with it. So even if you're overcount in a dungeon, you still need to pull all this trash. But that's all for now though. Later.